Top 10 Scariest Unsolved Mysteries of All Time. You won't believe number 1. There are some mysteries that keep us up at night. The kind that defy logic, send chills down our spine, and make us question everything we know. But what if I told you that some of the scariest unsolved mysteries of all time have never been cracked? Tonight, we're diving into terrifying cases that remain unanswered. From eerie disappearances to ghostly encounters, these are the stories that haunt us, because they are real. Stay with me until the end, because mystery number 1, it's the most disturbing of them all, and once you hear it, you'll never forget it. But first, let me ask you this. Have you ever experienced something unexplainable? If so, drop your story in the comments below, because after this video, you might not be able to sleep tonight. Oh, and if you're watching this alone, good luck. In 1930, a fur trapper named Joe LaBelle arrived at Anjakuni, a small Inuit village in Canada. But what he found there was something straight out of a horror movie. The entire population had vanished, without a single trace. Campfires were still burning, food was left untouched, and sled dogs were found frozen to death, tied to their posts. But the strangest part? There were no footprints leading out of the village. It was as if the villagers had been erased from existence. Some believe supernatural forces were at play, aliens, spirits, or even an interdimensional rift. Others suggest a mass abduction, but how would an entire village disappear overnight? And then, there's the darkest theory of all. Did something take them? Think about it. How does an entire community just vanish without a trace? This one still sends chills down my spine. And if you think this was creepy, wait until you hear about mystery number 2. This one involves something found inside a cave that should have never been there. In the early 1900s, miners working in Lovelock Cave, Nevada, made a shocking discovery, a collection of giant human skeletons, some reaching over 10 feet tall. But that wasn't all. The remains were surrounded by strange artifacts, some appearing ritualistic, as if they belonged to an entirely different species. The government quickly stepped in, confiscating many of the bones and artifacts, leading conspiracy theorists to believe there was a cover-up. Were these giants a lost race? Ancient beings erased from history? Or something even more sinister? Some believe the skeletons belong to a forgotten race known as the Si-Te-Ka, a legendary group of red-haired giants from Native American folklore. Others suggest that these were mutations or relics from a prehistoric era, hidden away for centuries. But here's where things get really eerie. Some say these weren't human at all. If this was just a myth, then why were the remains taken away? Why were the artifacts quietly stored out of public reach? And most importantly, why does this same legend appear in multiple cultures around the world? And speaking of ancient mysteries, our next case takes us to a mysterious artifact that was found at the bottom of the ocean, one that scientists say shouldn't even exist. In 2011, a group of Swedish treasure hunters discovered a 70-meter-wide, disc-shaped object resting deep in the Baltic Sea. The object had unusual ridges, a staircase-like structure, and what appeared to be a runway leading up to it. Even stranger? When divers tried to get close, their electronic equipment mysteriously stopped working. Was this an ancient shipwreck, a natural formation, or something else entirely? The theories. Some experts claim it's a natural rock formation, but skeptics argue that its perfect circular shape is too unnatural. Others suggest it could be a crashed UFO, long hidden beneath the sea, covered up by centuries of sediment. And then, there's the most mind-blowing theory. Was this an ancient alien structure built thousands of years ago? But here's where it gets even creepier. Several divers who explored the site reported experiencing strange sensations, dizziness, confusion, and an overwhelming feeling that they were being watched. And if you think this was eerie, wait until you hear about mystery number 4, because this one involves a phone call from someone who disappeared years ago.